Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to another live episode day trading recap. So today it's kind of suck because my level 2 right here, it wasn't working during the time that I made all my trades. So I pretty much trade without level 2 and without volume. Somehow I survived the day making a green instead of a red day. But before I get to the footage, for the past couple of days I have not really day trading much, meaning I do watch the market every morning with a group of friends. I do watch the market, and I do find some opportunity, but sometimes the opportunity is kind of short-lived because if you notice here on the SPY, the overall index, right? For the past couple of days or a week and a half, notice these candles right here compared to these candles. You see that? All these are little candles, but then I get big candles, so there's a lot of volatility, in other words, right? Especially like during this red candle. So in this day, there's a lot of bull traps, because it's a solid red. I mean, it slowly fall. It fall and it bounce and it fall, then it bounce and it fall, then it bounce. These little bounces are little bull traps. So I don't want to put myself in that situation because in the past I was stuck in that for a while. So kind of learned my lesson. So when that happens, when these bull trap, when I see it, I just don't trade. You don't find good setup, just don't trade. Wait for the next day, or use a different strategy. So lately, I've been collecting cover calls. You watch my other video, I have 2 cover calls, and I just made my 3rd cover calls, which I will go over after this recap. So let me just roll this footage. So almost an hour into trading, I finally decided to make a move on FL. So the resistance right here, around the slightly below the 60 cents, you can see there's an inverted hammer right here, and then followed by a big red candle, right? That means going down. But this little green candle shows up, so I'm thinking, okay, it could go back up to here and then back down. So that's what I did. I jumped in on 1,000 shares, be slightly below the 30 cents. So let me pass forward a little bit. Right here, like I said, I decided to do another cover call. So what he's saying is sell to open 10 contract because I have 1,000 shares. That is due October 8th, which is this Friday, to collect a premium of $1 at the strike price of 46.50, slightly above my entry. But nobody want to buy the premium, so I cancel the premium. Sorry, going a little too fast. All right, there we go. MU hit my target around the 55, 56. So sold it, made a little 165 bucks. The next trade was a Skyworks solution. So let me pass forward the footage a little bit. Skyworks solution, very similar setup to FL. Something like that, You're very optimistic. You can wait up here, but I'm not gonna wait up there. I'll probably take somewhere down here, slightly below this resistance right here. But this is what I see during that moment. So enter 1,000 shares, slightly below the 80 cents. I totally missed this spot right here because I was watching other stock or something. But 80 cents not a bad entry. Let me pass forward a little bit. There we go. Oops. There's the pop. That was a quick almost 500 bucks. Not so bad. Now I'm up 600. The goal is $1,000. Well, that's my intention, is to get the $1,000. So my next trade is AMD. I noticed AMD is very bullish ever since this breakout right here at 101.40 or 101.50. Here's a breakout because, trying to break, fell, then finally break above. Stochastic and RSI is getting oversold, so I'm kind of hesitate. So, but it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. So I would say, I don't know, this is called chasing or, scalping. Meanwhile, Clorox, I was watching this on my other screen, decided I made a trade, but as being a chicken, they want to enter right right here. Because RSI was not low enough for me to enter, but next thing you know, this thing bounced. I'm like, oh, damn it. So back to AMD. Again, AMD is still going. I'm like, oh man, this thing is very bullish. How high can I go, right? So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna scalp it. So I'm waiting for a little pullback. There it is. Got in around 14 cents, and I sold like a minute later, a minute and a half later. So let me pass forward a little bit. Enter right there, and I sold right there during that little pop. So that was a quick 135 bucks. I would say scalping. Next trade, TSM. Getting close to the 1,000. Meanwhile, Clorox just popped. Totally missed it. TSM. So this candle over here is very bullish. So that's got my attention. I thought that, hey, maybe it can go to right here or to right here. At that time, that's what I thought. But right when I enter, right there, the stock decided to pull back. I hate when that happens. All right, new candle. Look very bullish, right? But yeah, it just like down. I'm like, oh man. But it's okay. Not a big deal. There we go. Enter 1,000 shares at 91, 92 cents, and it just went back down. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, looks like I gotta wait for a little bit. Meanwhile, I saw DATS. Now, I traded this stock last week, which I didn't post the video. I made a little bit of profit, like a couple $100, small little scalp. But today, it tanked 32%. That got my attention. I'm like, holy crap, that's a lot, you know? But notice here, it's a bullet trap, a bullet trap, a little bullet trap, a lot of bullet trap. That's why I hate to trade these falling knives sometimes. Here's another bullet trap. Okay, now, is this a bullet trap? It could be, but if you watch the daily, $6 is the next kilo of support if $8 does not hold. So I decided to scalp DATS. There you go. I mean, it happened real quick. Like what, like 10, 15 seconds? A little micro pullback, then I popped and I just sold it. So quick little 70 bucks, 1,000 shares. Although it's only 1,000 shares, but I was kind of nervous. Maybe because it's a penny stock or something. Meanwhile, I'm still in TSM. I need to get out TSM. And there's a little DATS pop. It's kind of sucked, but oh well, now it's just hindsight, right? TSM, oops, a little too fast. So TSM right here, I sold it. The reason why I decided to sell it because of this right here. It kept creating higher low and higher low. So I decided to get out. Down 115 on that one. But so close to that $1,000. So I decided to scalp one more time. Small little one. On the little micro pullback. So I entered there 16 cents on the little pullback. Notice something right here. The entire morning, it kept failing to go above this green moving average, which is the intraday 6 EMA. So when I saw the little bounce, I'm like, okay, maybe because by now I'm expecting to pop already, but it's not happening. It pops so slow, so I just sell it right there. There we go. Make a quick little 50 bucks or something like that. So I end the day with 788. By this time it's already 9 o'clock, so I'm like, forget that $1,000 goal. It's so tricky today. So I decided to stop trading. So let's go over some of the cover calls that I did that I collected premium. Meanwhile, I cannot really day trade because due to no good setup. So let me minimize this. All right. So if you recall my previous video, I did 2 cover calls. The first one, well, here, let me show you the screenshot. So this I took off this Fidelity account. So LYB cover call, THO cover call. This I made a week ago. So today I made CCL, as you can see, 26 call. So let me write this notes down. So the three cover call that I did. So the first one, THO. So my entry price was, this is kind of big, huh? Let me go here. So my entry was 110, 10 contract. Kind of hard to read. Yeah, 10 entry console contract. The strike price 115. That's the strike price. That's due October 15, which is next Friday. The premium collected was I'm just gonna use round number. It's like 2,300, something like that. Let me make this a little bit smaller. It's a little too big. There we go. That's a little bit easier to read. Okay, that's the first one. So if we go to THO right here, so I bought THO somewhere right here. I made the cover call somewhere right here, and then this happened because of earnings. I totally missed earning on the day that I made the cover call because I didn't include earnings because I didn't expect this to happen. The reason why I made 115 was because I see all these moving averages right here going to act as a resistance, but next thing you know, earning comes, they did good earning, they just pop right through it. So as the moment right now is way above 115, obviously, right? So if I did not make that cover call, all of these will be my potential gain, but instead it's become potential loss. Because I went all the way to 27, 28. You know, if I didn't sell the cover call, that could be another $10,000 extra or something like that, which kind of suck, right? Because my strike price is 115. So by October 15, so here's the outcome. So this is the profit, the P&L, profit loss, the gain pretty much, plus the 2,300 premium. So that trade turned out to be 7,300 total in terms of net profit. That if it stays above 115. Another scenario, let's make this black. So wherever the stock lands, that's my P&L, but for sure I will collect the 2,300 regardless. So that's THO. Next one is LYB. So my entry for LYB, 95. Strike price 95, October 15. The premium that I collected round numbers is around 5,300. So if we go to LYB, so I made the contract somewhere right here. I bought the stock somewhere right here. This is like a week, 2 weeks ago. Right now, LYB is like 96-ish, almost 97. One point was 98, right? So if it stays above it, same scenario right here. So let me write the 2K scenario. This has to be at the end of the day, not the day open. So by the end of next Friday, the end of next Friday. So if it's above, I will get 5,300 in premium. And no P&L. Could I break even? Now if it's below, premium. Plus open P&L. So the last one, CCL. So my entry for CCL, let me make the size a bit smaller, was 25.6. I put a strike price as 26, due October 8th, which is this coming Friday. Premium collected, you roll back the video, is around 730, I think. Supposed to be 750, but there's a fee. So same case scenario, if it stay above it, I'll collect this premium. The share will be gone. So let me scroll down a slight bit. $730 premium plus the profit. I have 3,000 shares, so every share is 25 cents. Sorry, I got in, my bad, wrong calculation. I got in at a 6.6, so if it hits 26, so that's 40 cents times 3,000 shares, that's 1,200. So that's plus 1,200, so around 1,900-ish, 1,930. So in total, if I add this, and I add, let's say all of my strike price, exercise, in other words, yeah, if all the stock exercise, THO, I would get this much. LYB, if I get exercise, I get this much. And CCL, I get this much. Add this number, and this number is how much I will collect premium in the next 2 weeks, which is around 14, 15,000, something like 14,500, which is not so bad in a couple of weeks of holding these shares. If this does not get called, guess what I'm gonna do, or exercise? I'm gonna renew the premium and start all over again. Start the process all over again. All right, that's it for now. The video is getting long. Good luck on your guys' day trading and swing trading and stuff like that. So see you guys in the next video. Bye.